Good morning. Just realized y'all are looking at all my blankets behind me. I finally got a chance to wash all of my blankets, and yeah, that's what you're gonna be looking at. Could be like, I could be like, let me move it over here. Let me move my table over here this way, whatever. At least you know my blankets are clean. Good morning. All right, my room is hot. The heat is on. All right, so let me get into it because I've got pies that I have to drop off at my mom's. I can't see her for Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna do it like a socially distanced, like drop off and an air hug, so I can at least see her face during Thanksgiving. And then I've got an apple pie for her and one for my brother. So I'll drop that off this morning so I can get back to the business of making the turkey, the macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is not, I don't do we do pumpkin pie here. Like black folks gonna be like, not sweet potato pie? No, my kids don't like sweet potato pie. And I think part of it is because there's a one of the Christmas songs talks about I can't remember the name of the song, but it says I met a man something from Tennessee, and he was heading home for some mashed potatoes and pumpkin pie. I don't even remember, but anyway, so we don't do sweet potato pie. We do pumpkin pie, and they don't like potato salad really, so I make mashed potatoes. So I'll be making that later with the turkey. All right, the reading first. So this is a card from the Black Goddess. Let's see, the Black Goddess Oracle deck. You can actually order it online. If you do a search for it, you'll find it. It's the Black Goddess Oracle deck. And the card this morning, I'm trying to find my camera, is Asaseya. She is from the Ashanti in Ghana. And she is Earth Mother Goddess. Asaseya is rightfully honored, revered, and celebrated in the fields. Asaseya asks us to consider what an exquisite self-care practice allows us to cultivate. And the mantra with this card is worship your inner goddess without apology. And I actually thought that was kind of interesting today because it's the day when a lot of mostly women will be cooking, you know, scrambling around, making sure everything is great, making sure the family has what they need, you know, exhausting themselves to make sure that the family eats well. So please take time to thank the women, especially who have been cooking. I mean, thank everybody who's been cooking, right? But let's take time to worship. This is Earth Mother Goddess here. I mean, making food for the whole entire family, you know, for everybody. So let's take time to thank those who have cooked today. And as a woman, and this gets into the envy part, take time to worship yourself. As women, we have a lot of energy. We have a lot of sensual energy, sexual energy, because it's creative energy, not because we're searching for dick, but because we are creators, and we constantly have this energy flowing through us that needs to be expressed in some way. It's not always about like intercourse, and we have to evolve our thinking of what sex and sensuality is. It's an expression of creation. And it is important that because we have all of this abundance of energy, that we take time for ourselves to cultivate it, to bask in it. We don't have to. I think there's a misconception that we have to have someone else acknowledge that energy in order for it to be a thing. So a man has to come along and honor that energy. He does not. You can honor it yourself. And to be fair, most men cannot keep up with the energy that we put out. That's not a slight against men. That's how much energy we have. That's how much is constantly just circulating through our body. And so many of us try to like bring it down notches because of this whole view of what we've been told about women and sex and what that means and what that expression means and the danger it brings, you know. But the reality of it is that most men cannot keep up with the abundance of energy that is constantly flowing through us. And so it's important that we take time, excuse me, that we take time to worship and get into that energy through our baths and our yoni steams and just our dancing around the house. Just, you know, go twerk, you know, please, like put on something and just shake your fucking ass. Allow that energy to circulate through your body and allow it to fuel what you do. So many of us are so repressed, we hold on to that sensual energy and we disperse it in little psst, like a fucking fart, like during sex, like psst, that's it. Like we off gas it during sex instead of actually cultivating and utilizing that energy to build our lives and to create our lives. Do you know where you would be if you actually used that energy and cultivated it in that way? Man, listen. So that's what this card is saying. So since that's what this card is saying, I'm going to show you guys what I bought because I have been involved, especially in 2020, in cultivating quite a bit of this energy and in allowing it to express itself however it wants to come through. So earlier this year, no, not earlier this year, in October, I got my nipples re-pierced. I just told y'all that. It's not a secret. And let me think about that. Like for a minute, there was like some shame involved in that. Like, oh my God, people are going to know that I did that. And what are they going to think? I really had to let that flow through my system for all of 5 seconds until it reached the other side of who gives a fuck because they're your nipples, right? But for a minute, it was like, I got my nipples pierced. And then it was like, why is that a thing? Why are people not supposed to know that? Why is that supposed to be a secret? So this is the process that even I sometimes have to go through. All right, so since I did that, and I've always wanted nipple jewelry. Like I love jewelry. If you can't see, like I've got ears pierced here. I've got ear pierced here, piercings. I've got a couple of tattoos. I plan on getting more and maybe 2 more piercings. So I got these. They are nipple jewelry. They go around, obviously this goes around the areola. And then I got this jade, I believe it's jade. Y'all don't get on me. I'm so like, I have a whole lot of crystals and I have the papers that go with them because some of them I will forget. I believe it's jade. I asked for jade. This goes around, so there's obviously 2 of them. I'm trying to find my camera here. There we go. This goes, around the areola. So I'm really excited about these. It's adornment. It's copper. I love holistic things. I love handmade jewelry. I love custom jewelry. I like having things that nobody else has. I've made some earrings for myself. So, these aren't earrings. Again, these go on. They go here. But that's my version of self-care. That's my version of taking care of myself. Some of y'all will be like, Lord, Maisha's so extreme. You should know, not even. There are some people who it's a whole different story. And what's extreme anyway? But that's my version of it. I want you to think about what your version of that would look like, that honoring of the beauty of you. What does it look like to honor that sensual beauty of you? And this kind of leads into the last piece. It's funny how it all kind of comes together, and I don't plan it that way. Interesting. Um, so in the coven, I asked in the Sensual Energy Coven, and if you're a woman who wants to join, DM me. I asked about, I posted a meme thing that I'd created here and on Instagram about how do you feel when you see a woman expressing, well, not a woman, I think I said a woman, but any person expressing their erotic self, like look to see what's underneath that. Because sometimes there's a lot of judgment when we see someone who posts a picture of themselves either nude or scantily clad. And I've noticed that women especially, we will kind of jump to this like, oh, why does she have to do that? Why does she need to post that? We jump to this judgmental place. And so I asked this question in the coven, and it's a discussion that we're going to continue to have because envy came up a lot. Envy came up a lot. And some women, and this is as I suspected, there are women who are envious not because they think what the women are doing is wrong or bad, but because they actually wish that they had that freedom. They want to be able in their own way, right? Not necessarily in the same way. So like I have pictures of me on Instagram, you know, I'm showing some shit. I don't particularly attach myself to my body in that way. It's a body. I came into the world nude. I'm not going to over sexualize my body. Like it's a body, you know? But there are women who say like they want the freedom to do that. And I don't think every woman needs the freedom to do that. I have a specific expression. But what I want for women is to have the freedom to do it in the way that feels most authentic and sensual to them, to you. And to not feel some kind of way when you see another woman doing it, because you can be that free in however that looks for you. And again, all of this actually ties into worshiping your inner goddess without apology. Without apology. Honoring the beauty of you within and without. Have y'all seen that new picture of J-Lo, by the way, for her new single that drops tomorrow? Fuck yes. Like like I said, this idea of getting old for me doesn't jive for me at all. Like there's nothing about me that feels like I'm anywhere near 50. And in fact, each year it feels like I feel younger the more I step into myself. It doesn't dawn on me. It's like I'm gonna be here. Like I told you, I'm gonna ride this car till the wheels come off, and I'm gonna do everything I can to keep this car running because I'm really, really just starting to enjoy this ride completely, you know? But have y'all seen J-Lo's picture for her new album cover art? How old is she? Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing we have as women, like you're too old for that. Who said that? Too old for what exactly? And what? No, there's a difference between being mature and having wisdom, right? That's important. And there are people who have a lot of wisdom at 15 and folks who are 85 who still don't know shit. So maturity and wisdom is one thing. I will never be too old for tattoos or mini skirts or high heels or fishnet stockings. I will never be too old to show my ass cheeks. Never. Because guess what? When I'm 72, there's a 72-year-old man who gonna want to see my ass cheeks. But it's true. And I'm gonna like my ass cheeks, right? This idea that you're too old for something, no. This goes back to worshiping your inner goddess without fucking apology. What the hell? If every time I come on here, there's going to be sounds, listen, I guess that was just the universe saying absolutely right without apology. Without apology. Right? Right. I think that's it for today. I feel like that's it. I know sometimes I'm abrupt, but literally it's like, and that's it. And then I'm told, cut it, leave it right there. Enjoy today. Enjoy today. Um, like I said yesterday, be around people who love you. Maybe don't be around so many people at all with the pandemic. I don't know. I don't know how you're feeling about it. It's just going to be me and my sons here. My daughters are spending Thanksgiving together, which is really cool. But enjoy today. Be grateful, be thankful, but be that every day, And for the woman out there, without apology, go enjoy yourself and enjoy your body today. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Enjoy the turkey. Bye.